Hi, I'm Bruce Fassbinder with the Central Texas College Marketing Department. Thank you for joining us for CTC Live this morning. We're doing a little different Join a Club Day today. We're doing a virtual version of Join a Club Day. We might not be on campus, but we want you to still be involved with campus activities, clubs, and organizations, and so forth. So we have put together several of the club sponsors here to kind of introduce themselves, introduce what their club is all about, and tell you how you can join the club. And then at the end, we'll have Mariceli Vargas, who is the Student Life Director, talk about student government and how you can form a club if there's a club here that is not represented that you might want to start or be involved in. So the first club up to bat today will be Net Impact, and they are traditionally involved with our business administration students, but they're a lot more than that. So to tell us about Net Impact, here is Chastity Clemens.
Good morning. I'm so excited for this opportunity to share with you Net Impact. So I am Professor Chastity Clemens. I am the faculty advisor for Net Impact. We were started in 1993 in Oakland, California. We've actually been on campus from 1993. We were prior known as SIFE, and then we rebranded into Enactus. And then 4 years ago, we rebranded into Net Impact. I want to share with you just a little bit about who we are. So I'm going to go ahead and share my PowerPoint. I only have 5 minutes, so I'm trying to do it quickly. In the meantime, let me tell you a little bit about what we do. So what we do is we create projects in the community to help students with opportunities to align with their career. So yes, we are housing the business department. However, we're not just for business students. We are actually for all students and any degree plan, because you can apply what we're doing. And can everybody see my screen? I'm gonna head shake, yes, no, maybe so.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so a little bit like I said earlier, we create projects in the community to help the standard of living and quality of life for those in need. Projects are created based on students and what they're going to school for. We also volunteer in our community to ensure that we give back. We are more than just at CTC. So we are in over 40 plus countries, and there is about 100,000 college students, both graduate chapter and undergraduate chapters around the world. So if you graduate from CTC, you can move into a professional chapter, which there's one in Austin if you're here locally, or you can go into a 4-year school and continue through your bachelor's degree and through your graduate degree. What's really cool about our organization is that we're sponsored by Fortune 500 and 100 companies. What does this mean for my Net Impact members? Jobs, internships. I have several students who are working for many of these companies now, and are doing it with just an associate's degree. Now they've continued to go for their bachelor's because they know they can place in success throughout the company. So one of the things I tell people is whenever you join a club or an organization, you're giving up time. And time is our biggest asset that we own, and we can't get it back. So I always ask students, always ask what's in it for you. So I'm going to quickly go through these real quick. One, I said we have scholarships. We not only have a scholarship here at CTC that the past 30 years, students have put money into our endowment to ensure that each year students here at CTC receive a scholarship. But Net Impact headquarters has scholarships because they're linked with the Fortune 500, 100 companies. Internships. Internships are available across the nation through our partner companies as well as here locally. Many times we have companies and the chambers reach out to us and say, hey, we have an opportunity. We know your level of students. We know I guess it'd be the reputation of your students. We would like to offer them a paid internship most times, but there are some unpaid so you can get that experience. We are a resume enhancer, meaning that you can put us on your resume. Yes, you're going to attach your degree. Say I graduated, but you can't list every single class you took on the resume. You can't put on your transcripts, but you can put us on there and show how you took your classes and were able to create what's called experiential learning and get that experience. Like I said earlier, we have jobs available, but these are only for Net Impact students. So yes, you're a CTC student, you don't get access to these jobs until you're a member with us. Public speaking. I know you can't see everybody. I have my current president online. I, through her and another student, I call it under the bus. Whenever we do presentations, I allow you to be in a position where you're going to get that public speaking and learn to get over your fears. Project management. You can create your own project. You can pick a project that we already have created. We have over 40 plus projects in our library. We also have, for instance, a student contacted me last night. Hey, Professor Clemens, I want to start a new project. So we're working one-on-one so that he can get that project management experience. Networking. Networking is huge, guys. I know you've heard this before. Whom do I know, right? Or whom do you know is what it is. So you're going to get networking with us. Unfortunately, with COVID, we're not traveling. You'll get graduation honors. We'll have awards. There's professors in the business department that offer extra credit. You receive a service resume and make lifelong friends. At this point, I am very short on time, so I want to share with you my last year's president, Annalie Stewart, and she's just going to tell you guys what her experience was.
Hi, hey everyone. So my experience with Net Impact was amazing. I got to learn new leadership. I got to learn how to deal with new people, and I got to work on projects that benefited my community, my team, and the college itself. So last year, with the help of Bruce, we made it into the newspaper a bunch of times, showcasing what we did for the community, showcasing what we were doing for the college. We worked with Fort Hood. Personally, it helped me with my leadership skills. It helped me with just going out and talking to people, networking, meeting people I never thought I would meet, especially when we went to Detroit for our conference. I also got the chance to just help out my environment. We would always pick up trash on the side of the roads, making sure our road was clean because we have a road. And it also helped me out with my career. So I would go and apply for jobs, and it was crazy because now that I have CTC Net Impact President, they were offering me manager positions. And before Net Impact, I guarantee I wouldn't have got that with just my little experience that I had. But because I have Net Impact on my resume and I'm able to put everything that I've done with Net Impact on my resume, it's given me the opportunity just to be able to have those manager positions offered to me. So if you're considering it, I hope we can see you in our group, and I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. I'm going to place in the chat both our application process. It's a survey piece of the application if you're interested. I'm also going to place in there our recording from our first meeting so you can get caught up. Thank you so much for having that impact. We are so excited and look forward to meeting each and every one of you.
All right, thank you so much, Chastity. And again, Chastity will put their contact information in the chat here. And I know Chastity has got to go to teach a class, so she's going to be leaving us. So many of you don't know that we do have a band and choir here at CTC. And part of that is led by Celinda Hallbauer, and she's going to talk about the Muse Club. So if there are any future artists, musicians out there, here's your chance. So Celinda, take it away.
Thank you. Good morning. As you know, during this pandemic, a lot of us have turned more to the arts than other things just to relieve stress. And so the Fine Arts Club is one of those ways that you might be able to enjoy the arts during this time. Our club is called Muse. A muse is someone who provides a source of inspiration for an artist. And the members of Muse seek to instill this sense of passion in one another to create better works. If you can see, I have on red today, red for passion. And we are very passionate in the Fine Arts Department. I'm the music program coordinator, but Muse encompasses all of us. So we have drama and theater. If you're interested in that in any way, we would invite you to join our club. If you are interested in music, yes, we do have a choir, we do have a band, and believe it or not, even during these virtual times, we are meeting virtually. We're doing some of the Zoom videos like you may have seen on TV with different groups. So that's a challenge, but a lot of fun. We have a jazz combo, we have guitar, we also have the visual arts, and in our visual arts area is painting and drawing and metal arts and ceramics and photography. Our photography students are actually meeting on campus and working in the darkroom there, of course, socially distanced and taking care of the situation. But if you are just interested in being a supporter, if you're passionate about the arts, you're not a music major, you just want to be involved with the arts in one way or another, then Muse would be the organization for you to join. Some of the things that we have coming up this fall, our drama and theater department are actually having a play this year. It is called New Works 2020. The auditions are this coming Friday, September 25th, from 11 to 2 in the Fine Arts Building, room 106, which is our theater. It's extraordinary this year because it's 4 small plays that Yesenia Harrington, the one of the drama instructors, her early college high school students actually wrote these plays. And you would be involved in that in some way. So there's lots of ways to be involved in that, and you can check with Miss Harrington or and make an appointment for auditions if you would like to do that this Friday. Our art students are actually displaying artwork in different businesses around the area, and we will notify you of that and let you know where those are. And then, as I said, the music students will continue to have concerts and invite you via the live CTC platform or other platforms. So we look forward to working with you and letting you enjoy our arts as well. Or call us, email us, let us know how you want to participate. Our first organizational meeting will be the first Friday in October, Friday, October 2nd, and it will be at noon via Zoom. I will put that information in the chat room over here. And if you have any questions, please contact me. I would enjoy speaking with you. Our co-sponsor is Julie Andrada, and she's our photography instructor. So she will also be interested in speaking with you. Come join us in the Fine Arts Department, be a member of Muse, and share your passion with the arts at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Hallbauer. Can you give us a phone number real quick that people can write down to contact if they have questions or need information?
Yes.
Will you put that in the chat, I guess?
I'm putting it in the chat.
Okay, fair enough. Good deal. All right, we appreciate that. And now moving on, we have a Bible Student Fellowship organization on campus, and that is led by Barbara Little. So Barbara, tell us about your organization.
Good morning, everybody. My club's name is Bible Student Fellowship. We have been on campus since CTC has been formed in some form or manner under different names. I'm going to share my PowerPoint with you. Can you see it?
It's starting.
Okay, good.
Things are running a little slow this morning. So.
Okay, the purpose of our group is we're just a non-denominational Christian group that meets for Bible study, new community projects. Our theme is really to be mutually encouraged by each other's faith, Romans 1:12. Some of the projects we've done in the past is we've collected toys for orphanages in Mexico. We've collected hygiene items for the homeless shelter in Killeen called Friends in Crisis. We've also sorted food and helped with the Helping Feed Hungry Families project that the Killeen area does every year. And we delivered cookies to area fire departments and police stations. Now, since we're only going to have virtual meetings, this is where you're going to have to be creative. We're going to have to come together and decide what ministries we can do virtually. But our purpose is really just to encourage each other, just to share ideas, just to get together. If you're interested in this club, there's my contact information, barbara.little@ctcd.edu. We have not set a time yet because I would like to hear from you. Normally we meet during Tuesday lunchtime, but this is up to you as to, the students when you want to meet together. So please contact me if this is something you're interested in, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
All right, thank you, Barbara. We appreciate that. So, Barbara, if you don't mind putting that email address in the chat, just so in case anybody wants to write it down and miss the end of the PowerPoint there, that would be great. and just address it to everybody and just put your email address, and that way anybody can write it down. All right, up next, we have the Rotaract Club, and they have been very instrumental in doing community service projects. And we have Morgan Matlock and Barbara Merlo here to talk about the Rotaract Club. You need to unmute, Morgan. There you go.
I'm going now?
Yes, good.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull up my PowerPoint so that you guys can see it.
There we go.
Good?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm here today to talk to you guys about joining the CTC Rotaract Club at Central Texas College. The CTC Rotaract Club is a Rotary-sponsored club that brings people together to communicate and network with other leaders and volunteer and be of service to the community. There are Rotary and Rotaract clubs worldwide. There are, like you can see in the yellow bubble, more than 10,000 Rotaract clubs in 180 different countries. And that's a total of 200,000 Rotaractors around the world. So that's 200,000 people in colleges who are in this particular service group, working together to accomplish the same goals as Rotary. Oh, here we go. Sorry, it's a little slow. Okay, so if you're going to be in Rotaract, there are some pretty unique and cool things that are involved. So the first thing that is interesting about it is this is a club where you will run your own selves. You manage your own funds, you choose your activities, you carry them out, and we, as the Rotary Club sponsors, will of course attend with you, support you, be there for you, but it's an opportunity for you to really be a leader in service. Some of the projects that we have worked on before are building wheelchair ramps and hand sanitizer stations. We do cleanups and we do a whole bunch of other things. This picture here is a picture of one of our activities that we can do, or that we did. You can see that there's a lot of happy faces there. Everybody's smiling, they're having a good time. If we don't have a project locally that we're doing with Rotaract, we can also participate in other Rotary clubs that are local and their projects. So around here we have, we actually have 4 Rotary clubs around here, but there are 2 that I listed here because we work very closely with the Killeen Satellite Rotary Club and the Killeen Heights Rotary Club. Some of the projects that those clubs do are bunk beds for kids, literacy projects, feeding the homeless. We do picking up trash. We go build wheelchair ramps for people and children who need some assistance getting into their homes. And we go caroling, among other things. There's lots of activities that we do. One of the other cool, exciting things you get to do is you get to network with other clubs. We have assemblies and regional events that you can go to where you meet other people and network and get connected. And actually in 2020, the World Convention is going to be in Houston in 2022. And so we're actually going to try to take a trip up there and attend that with some of the students who join our club. So hopefully if you want to take a trip to Houston and go connect with other service-oriented people, this would be a great opportunity for you. If you have any questions, our club has 2 sponsors, Barb Merlot, who is also on, I believe, and myself. Our phone numbers and emails are listed here if you want to reach out to us. And if you're interested, we also have, if you prefer not to email, you can click on this form, or it's right here, www.ctc4.me/Rotaract. And you can put in your name and phone number and we will reach out to you and get in touch with you. Don't be scared, join Rotaract. And that's all I've got. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Morgan. And everybody, that picture there is from our haunted house. Not only does Rotaract get involved with community activities, they're very involved with campus activities. So if we ever get back to what we call quote unquote normalcy on campus, where we have our campus events like our haunted house and Join a Club Days or Welcome Bash or anything like that, the Rotaract Club has been a big part of each one of those campus events. And so you would have some fun meeting people and interacting and being a part of those events as well. All right, thank you, Morgan. We appreciate you. A fairly new club to CTC is the Writers Club, and that is sponsored by Cynthia Oser from our library. So Cynthia, tell us about the Writers Club.
Well, I am the sponsor of the newly formed, again, Writers Guild. We're formerly the Writers Club, and we met in person when the library was open, and people were coming in person. But we have not skipped a beat. We have been doing virtual meetings this entire time. We do twice a month meetings. What the club is for all of you aspiring writers. You can get support from each writers who are interested. Let me go ahead and show you where we meet and how we're doing this virtual all this time. We meet on two different places. We meet at can you guys see my PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so we meet on a blog. I know that's like really old, but at the same time, we're writers. So we're writing on a blog. So that's one of the places that we meet. We will start a thread. We start our meeting. Our officers will start the subject, and then we just comment. We also will do some fun writing activities. Like we'll post some pictures and then everybody writes about that. Or we did like an escape room activity one time. And you're in this room and you've only got this much. What are you going to do? And it was really interesting to read everybody's reaction to that. We also meet not only on the blog, but we have another place where we meet, and that is in Discord. So we do both simultaneously. Discord is great because if we have to talk to each other very quickly, we do that. We also will put our cameras on so that we can see you virtually and we know who you're talking about and we can recognize you when you are here on campus. We have not done any outreach so much yet because we are newly reformed, but we plan on doing lots of fun things. For now, though, we're basically supporting each other and doing a lot of activities. So how can you join our club? It's pretty easy, very simple. All you have to do is email reference request at ctc.edu and say you want to be in the Writers Guild. The reason why you do that is because even though the public can see our blog anytime, we want you to get in there and actually comment with us. Therefore, we have to send you an invitation to both the Discord and to the Writers Guild. And once you get in, you're a member. Just come with us, start writing. We've really kind of gelled together as a group, and we just continue to support each other, continue to be writers together. If anybody, what I'll do is I'll put in the chat that the email again. I'll put a phone number in there again, and we really do encourage you to join us because when you're a writer and you want to do something creative, we're a pretty safe place to throw that creativity out, and we will go ahead and give you some support. Hope you join, and thank you so much. Join the Writers Guild of CTC.
Thank you, Cynthia. We appreciate that. On a similar vein with writing, when you write, sometimes you have to present and you have to speak. And here to talk about our speech and debate, and let me preface that by saying our award-winning speech and debate team. J.D. Smith is is a speech professor here, and he's the sponsor of the speech and debate team. And he has taken this team to numerous tournaments across the country and abroad, and has brought back many awards. So, J.D., tell us about the Speech and Debate Club. Unmute yourself, JD. There we go.
There we go. Okay. All right. Hello, students. My name is JD Smith. director of the speech and debate team here at Central Texas College. The speech and debate team has been around for over 20 years now, but we do a lot of different cool things. If you're the kind of person that enjoys arguing, enjoys putting together dramatic interpretations, if you're somebody that's really into social justice causes and you like putting together speeches on that, the CTC speech and debate team is definitely somewhere where you can do those things. There's a few things that you get out of being part of the debate team. The first is it's a resume builder. Communication is obviously one of the most important things that you could be able to put on your resume, and the speech and debate team does that for you. Presentation skills, not just in the workplace, but also in your academic career. But last, and one that's really close to my heart, is community. This is a team and a program, and the national community itself is something that you would really want to get involved with. You make friends that last for a lifetime in speech and debate. So here's the legacy that we have at CTC as far as speech and debate is concerned. We have national championships, we have regional championships, we have a couple of international championships and placings. The year before last year, we traveled to Berlin, Germany for our first ever international championship where we took 3rd place. Unfortunately, in 2020, we weren't able to travel to Japan. But if they do lift the travel bans for the academic schools, we will be going back to Tokyo to Japan in 2021. That's hopefully what we're planning on doing. But also, we're charter members of the Pi Kappa Delta Honor Society, which also looks really good on that resume. So if you maintain above a 3.25 GPA, you can be eligible to be inducted into that honor society. So here are a couple of frequently asked questions that students often come to me about with the speech and debate team. The first thing to ask is, how big is the time commitment? And really, that's up to you. If you want to be the kind of person that does one event or does one form of debate, then you have a really minimal time commitment. You don't have to go all out and participate in all of the different events that we offer in speech and debate. The other question that students tend to ask me is, how do I join? Well, you join by sending me an email at jordan.smith@ctc.edu. You and I will start a dialogue, and we'll start talking about the things that you want to accomplish with your academic career, and we'll talk about the different events that we offer with the speech and debate team, and we'll see where you kind of fit in on that and what you can and what you can't do. A lot of students tend to join the speech and debate team and do other activities as well. So I have a lot of students that are in the music and theater program. I have a lot of students that do net impact as well. You don't have to be limited to doing just speech and debate. So next up, do you participate in acting events? Yes, of course we have acting events. Most of the events that we do are acting-based events. We have duet acting events, improv acting, humorous interpretation, serious interpretation. You can do all of those things. Do you travel? Lately, no. Lately, no, because there's a travel ban. But as soon as this pandemic goes away, which hopefully will be soon, they'll lift the travel ban. And typically what we do is we travel in-state for the first semester. So we go to a couple of tournaments at UT Austin, Houston, and then second semester we travel out of state and we go places like Missouri and Colorado. And then nationals is always somewhere like California or Chicago or somewhere like that. And then of course we have the international championships, which we participate in as well. The last question students tend to ask me is, are there scholarships available? Currently, there aren't any scholarships available. There aren't. But the cool thing about being part of the speech and debate team is you don't have to pay for any of those travel expenses. So when you travel with us to a tournament, we pay for those expenses. So it's not at any cost to you whatsoever. We take care of all of those costs that are associated. So hopefully you enjoy what you've heard today, and hopefully you're interested in being part of the team. And if you do decide to be part of the team, just go ahead and give me a holler. And
all right. Thank you, JD. We appreciate that. And again, JD's had numerous team championships and individual championships on that speech and debate team. So and it's a great thing to be involved with it at CTC, as you said, in numerous aspects, as far as if you like to debate and argue and get up there and do certain presentations. So another type of presentation that we can offer is in the kitchen. So we have Jared, who's going to talk about our Culinary Arts Club, which is a very active club at a lot of our campus events, and they do some things on their own. So Jared, tell us about the Culinary Arts Club.
Well, thank you, Bruce. Good morning, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. So, the Culinary Arts Club is the practical extension to the Culinary Arts program. We provide the practical application for the skills learned in class by catering events. We've catered weddings, birthday parties, events for the Killeen City Chamber of Commerce, and most recently, we've been working very closely with Operation Stand Down, which is a nonprofit that helps our homeless veteran population. Now, we also, of course, we are open to all students, not just culinary arts majors. So if you're not pursuing culinary as a craft, you can learn some professional tips to cook better for your friends and family. And it's not all work and no play. We take a series of field trips. Now, of course, with the coronavirus and travel ban, we haven't been able to do that. But when we get back to normalcy, we'll be able to resume those activities. We've toured restaurants in Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio, and it provides a great outlet to experience the wonderful wide world of culinary art.
All right. Thank
Yep.
you, Jared. Now, you guys, do you culinary art students also participate in like competitions and so forth with the culinary art students, or do you have to be a student to participate in those things?
No, you can. Our competitions are open to all students. We have our Iron Chef competition in the spring, and we have our chopped competition in the fall.
And you also go to a cake decorating contest, if I'm not mistaken, down near Austin, right?
Yes, the that takes the cake art and sugar competition in Round Rock. It's been canceled this year, unfortunately, but it normally takes place in February. And you can see our cake. Sorry, you can see our culinary students majoring in cake art and decorating, putting their work on display. In the last 3 years, we've had first place winners, so it's always a good time.
Yeah, indeed. So it's a great opportunity to brush up on your culinary skills, learn new culinary skills, whether you plan to choose that as a career or not. It's always good to be able to feed yourself. So
Yes.
contact Jared about the Culinary Arts Club. One of the one key that's holding everything together is Mariceli Vargas. She is our director of student life and activities, and she has all the ins and outs and all the knowledge of all the campus clubs and organizations, all the information on if you want to start your own club and it was not represented here today. She can share that information with you. But the one big thing that she's really trying to get kickstarted again is our Student Government Association. So Mariceli, talk about SGA and all the other aspects of CTC campus clubs and organizations.
Yes, thank you, Bruce. So one of the main things that I want to make sure that everybody's aware of is that right now we have these clubs that we have showcased. But and there are a few more that were not able to be showcased. However, if you're interested in creating a club, please feel free to contact me and I will give you all the guidance as to what's necessary to start a club. Usually you have to have a Central Texas College faculty or staff member as a sponsor, and then you have to have at least 10 individuals that can participate in the event that will participate as club members. I know right now at the beginning it's always a little bit rough, so please let me know, and then we will do everything that we can to help support you so that you become a club. We can have events like this, and normally during the regular non-pandemic edition of our lives, we have other events like the haunted house and fall carnival and other things that we do where we can all come together and kind of help each other out be successful. Right now, one of my main focuses is actually to start the Student Government Association. We unfortunately had to we took a big hit a while back and we haven't been able to recover. And I really want to make sure that we have as many students as possible. Even if you're interested in just participating in student government and just having a voice, we really want to make sure that you participate. So I want to show you real quick how to get to the websites of these clubs and organizations, as well as any that you may not have been able to see, and also student government. So in the CTC website, if you go in their locations, and then on the, okay, I'll have to do it this way. Locations, Central Campus, and then Student Life. It's going to take you to the Student Life and Activities page. And here on the left, we have all the clubs and organizations that are currently sanctioned. And you'll see the names of all the clubs and organizations that have been active up until now. You're welcome to log in and get the information and probably contact them and try to get a little bit more information as to how you can participate during this time with them. But one of the, like Bruce said, and I mentioned before, I am trying to get some students to participate in student government. So here is some of the information for student government. You can actually go in here. It's got my contact information in it. We are currently meeting every Monday at noon. And if you go to this website, it has a link right there so that you can actually access the meeting and we can discuss options. If for some reason you're not able to meet at this time and you still want to participate, please let me know. I may be able to be a little bit more flexible and either offer more meeting times or maybe just change times altogether that might be able to be more conducive to more student participation. Currently, we are in the process of looking for officers for our organization. And so we are currently looking for individuals that might want to serve as president, vice president, secretary, etc. So if you're interested in participating and being an officer, or if you know somebody that might be interested, please have them contact me. As of right now, we're looking for nominations and we can do some campaigning up until October 4th. Elections should occur October 5th through 11th, and it's open to all Central Texas College students worldwide. So if you are out there and not necessarily in Texas and want to participate, please let me know. We really want to hear from you as well, and we want to be able to have your input. Elections will occur. The plan is, as of now, from October 5th to the 11th, and that would be done by mail, by Eagle Mail. And then the results should be posted by October 12th. Again, if you're interested in participating or getting more information, I have the information up on the screen. You're welcome. Actually, I have to fix that in the phone number, but you can email me at mvargas@ctcd.edu, and we'll go ahead and contact you or let you know what it is that you need, what we need from you. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free to contact me about any club, because even if I don't specifically know all the details as to what you are looking for, I know the sponsors. I can get you in contact with some of these individuals, and we want to make sure that you feel like you are part of CTC, even though we cannot come together on campus right now the way that we might like to and we have in the past. It's still an option for you. You can still be part of something bigger than yourself. And we want to give you that option. Meet other people, even if it's virtually. And you never know. Kind of like what Annalise mentioned earlier, even just by maintaining these connections right now, it's going to help her in the future. And she's seeing how it can help her in the future. Participating in clubs and organizations will definitely help you in the future in ways that you might not even imagine. A lot of the times, it's those connections that you make during college are the ones that you take with you for a lifetime. So I hope you take the opportunity and participate in one or more clubs and organizations. Be part of it. Everybody that you've met today is very committed to helping you, not just in the club, but anything that you need in your CTC life. That's another thing that a lot of individuals don't think about when it comes to clubs and organizations, is that if you create a connection with your sponsor might be able to help you out, not just in club matters, but also in helping you figure out issues that you might have with your academics, issues that you might have in your life. They may help guide you through processes. And if it's not them, maybe they know somebody that they can guide you to. Being part of an organization or a club is way, way more than just participating in events. It can really, really create friendships and bonds that last for a lifetime. I know for me personally, when I was in the university, I was really close to my counselor. That was that one person that I joined, I made a connection with, and I'm still in contact with her today. And it's been a few years since I've been in university and since I've completed it. But feel free to contact anybody that you have met, ask questions. I feel confident that any of them can actually assist you and guide you to something or to someone that can help you with your future. So please take the time and reach out to all of us. I want to give a special shout out to Bruce Fassbinder. He is my right now ride or die man. He has been helping me with all of my clubs and organizations and all the activities that I've been with. And so a special shout out to him in the marketing department because they have really made things a lot more easy for me to be able to handle and work with and manage some things. And especially today, we were having some issues with our technical issues. And while I'm working on technical issues, he really stepped up and took care of everything else. I just want to give him a shout out for that.
Well, thanks. That's
thank
not
you,
necessary.
everybody.
All right, before we go, let me just remind those that are participating in the audience, we do have several clubs that were not represented today, like the Anime Club, if you're interested in that kind of thing. We have a Black Student Association, we have a Genders and Sexuality Association, Math and Engineering, Mental Health. There are two Student Nurse Associations, so if you're in that program, that might be something of interest to you. And so there are a couple of honor societies as well. There's an English Honor Society and just a Community College Honor Society. So if those things are of interest to you, please explore those. Click on that page where Mariceli showed you the list and click on that and it'll have the contact information there, right there, so you can get in touch with the sponsor if those are of interest to you. And again, if there's a club you're interested in that's not listed there, please contact Mariceli about getting that started and she'll walk you through the guidelines once again on doing that. So, and as Mariceli said, these clubs are more than just doing some community projects. All of these things, whether it be the Muse Club, the Speech and Debate, Net Impact Bible Fellowship, whatever, they all look great on a resume. Your future four-year school or your employer always looks at those kind of things on a resume to see what kind of student you were, whether you were out there participating or were you a kind of a quiet shell type person. They prefer those people that are out there and getting involved and doing things. And speech and debate and all those other things will help you as far as business presentations or career presentations or things that you have to do later on down the road in whatever your chosen profession is. So all of these can be great career builders and job opportunity out there waiting to happen for you. So I encourage you to take advantage if you can and get involved with your campus clubs. And granted, we're not on campus right now, but that's not a reason to not be involved. So we appreciate your time. And Maricel, if you have anything else, I just wrap it up by saying thank you all so much for participating. All the presenters, if you'll hang loose for just a second while we say goodbye to everybody else. And again, all the information is on the Student Life page if you have a need to contact anybody about information or how to join. So thank you all so much for being a part of this, and we will talk to you soon.